Good morning, students. Today it is the very first lecture of operating system. In this first lecture of operating system, we will discuss what are the prerequisites for the operating system, what is the aim of the operating system, how many units are there which we are going to study in this course, contains what is the textbook, reference book, all these things we will discuss in this operating system. Now let's start. So this is the operating system subject. It will be studied in this fifth semester. Students will study this course. The course name is operating system and the subject code is VCA 301. So fifth semester student will study this subject operating system. What things we will schemes list of topics to be covered in this. One is a scheme of operating system. What is a scheme is there of the university scheme, prerequisites and aim of operating system, objectives of operating system, contents in unit. What are the contents in the units we will discuss in each unit, whether a unit 1, 2, 3, 4, what we are studying, and of course textbooks and reference books. So this is the scheme of the OS BCA 301. As I have told you earlier, it will be studied in the fifth semester examination. BCA fifth sem. The code is BCA 301. 3 lectures will be there and 1 tutorial will be there. And of course, this is a 4 credit course. So it's a very important course for you as far as the credit is concerned. As far as examination is concerned, two things is internal marks is of 25 marks and external marks is of 75 marks. Prerequisite, you should basic understanding of the computer system you should know, and what is the aim of this operating system, to understand the concept of operating system and its function, a lot of function of operating system, memory allocation, resource distribution, or you can say the efficient utilization of the resources. So all these things we will study in this course. The objective of the OS to get the knowledge about different types, features, and working of operating system. So this is the unit 1. In the unit 1, basically we will study 3 things. Basic understanding of the operating system, what the operating system is, how the memory is management in memory managed in this OS, virtual memory. What do you mean by virtual memory? In this virtual memory, we will also study demand paging, page replacement algorithm, thrashing, and of course the demand paging. So in this introduction, we will discuss what is an operating system, simple batch file system, multi-program based system, time sharing system, personal computer system, parallel system, distributed system, real-time system. Parallel system where parallelly we can execute the things. Time sharing system, a particular time is allocated to some process and that process will have to do that task in that particular time limit. Multi-program based system, batches. First of all, we'll understand what is the batches and then multi-program based system, distributed system, real-time system. In the memory management, we will discuss background of the memory management, logical versus physical address space, swapping, how the things are swapping from main memory to the disk, contiguous allocation is, we will discuss what is the contiguous allocation, what is paging scheme, how the paging scheme works, what is the segmentation, this thing we will discuss under this memory management. Third part of this unit 1 is virtual memory. In this virtual memory, we will discuss demand paging, page replacement algorithm, performance of demand paging, allocation of frames, trashing, and under consideration. Now, this is the unit 2. In this unit 2, three things we will discuss. The mainly three things. One is the what is the processes, CPU scheduling, and process synchronization. First of all, we will understand what the process is. Process concept, process scheduling, and operations on processes. Second point we will study, that is the CPU scheduling. In the CPU scheduling, we will study basic concepts of CPU scheduling. What are the scheduling criteria of scheduling algorithm and multiple processor scheduling. Third part, we will discuss the process synchronization. In the process synchronization, we will study the critical section problem. That is a very important and crucial point of this OS. This critical section problem, synchronization, how the different processes can be synchronized. Hardware, what a very important concept is semaphore. What is the semaphore? And of course, there is one classical problem of synchronization. There are different classical problems of synchronization, like dining philosopher problems. So we will discuss that also. In Unit 3, we will discuss deadlocks and device management. Deadlocks, when the two, three processes are all are, managing the things for the same resource, sometimes a deadlock occur. We will also see in our real life, in the traffic signal, you see sometimes the traffic policeman is not there, sometimes a condition of a deadlock may occur. So how a deadlock can be occur in the terminology of the processes, in the terminology of the operating system. We will discuss that. System order, what are the characteristics of the deadlock, method, how we will handle the deadlock, what is the deadlock prevention and avoidance scheme, what is the how you will detect the deadlock, and of course recovery from deadlock, how you can recover from that sort of deadlock if the deadlock is existing in the process. In the second part, we will study device management. In the device management, we will study the techniques for device management, dedicated devices, shared devices, virtual devices, input or output devices, storage devices, buffering, secondary storage structure, disk structure, disk scheduling, disk management, swap space management, disk reliability, etc. So this thing we will discuss in the unit 3, and this unit 4, we will discuss information management. In information management, introduction of the information management, how a simple file system works, model of a file system, types of different file system, interface, file concept, access method, how we can access the file. There are different access method of are there. So we will study these different methods to access the files, directory structure, protection, goals of protection, domain for protection, access rights, how we can access the things, consistency, semantic security, authentication, program thread, system thread encryption, all these things we will discuss. Textbooks and reference books. There are two textbooks. There is one famous textbook, that is the Silver Saws and Galvin. It is very important book of Galvin and Silver Saws, operating system concepts. It's a John Wiley and Sons publications, and whatever the latest edition you can have, or you can just study from that. And besides this T1, we will also study another textbook, that is Haldar and Aravind operating system by Pearson Education. There are three reference books. One is the Mednick E. Donovan J. operating system by TMH Publications, and Tannenbaum operating system by Tannenbaum. This is the PHI publication. You can study this book. And Introduction to Operating Systems Concept and Practices by Bhatt. And this is from PHI publication. You can study that book also. And of course, we will also time to time we will discuss. We'll provide you the link, and also from some good video lectures which are available. We will discuss that also. Apart from these, we will discuss I will give you some assignment, quizzes. I will also take. I'll provide you the topic of this operating system, and you will have to give the presentation. I will assign the topic to each student, and each student will have to give the presentation as we did earlier. So the next topic, or we will start, or we will introduce, that is the introduction to operating system. Okay. So in the next class, we will discuss introduction to operating system. Thank you. Thank you, students. Here I will stop. We will discuss, we will meet in the next class.